Welcome to your Lenormand Tarot reading for the week of September 28th. You select Lapis, Golden Circle, or Rose Quartz. If you chose the Black Salt Lenormand or the Lapis deck, then your area of focus for the week is the child. The child can represent a literal child, or it can also be something new, something fresh. This week, you are working hard to establish routines that will benefit the future. This could be getting a kid in the groove for school, like it is in my case. This could also be having something new, maybe a new project that you're working on, really finding its footing and its place in your normal routines. Your advice card this week is the High Priestess. This is about listening to your intuition. Now that you have been starting to get into a groove, you can really start hearing what your intuition is saying about these new habits, these new patterns, these new commitments in your life. If you chose Golden Circle, you chose the Rana George Lenormand, and your area of focus for the week is the Ring, which represents our relationships and also our commitments. Although overall your relationship or your commitments that you have in your life are solid, there are some little fissures that are running through them. And this week you may become more aware of them, come to the surface more than they typically have. This doesn't mean that you have massive problems. Rather, it just means that we're starting to notice what these things are. Your advice card is the Child of Crystals Learner. This week you can just be an observer, just notice what's happening. Awareness is 90% of most things, just becoming aware of what's going on fully. So this week you can just notice it. No, it's not that deep. There are things that we can mend. There are things that we can pay attention to. Last but not least, if you selected the Rose Quartz, then the deck you selected is the Lilac Lenormand. And your area of focus for the week is the Snake, which represents problems and betrayals. Going to get triggered by somebody or a situation that's coming up in your life, and it looks like you have the most beautiful response, which is to anchor in to your heart chakra, to stay steadfast in a positive train of thought, and that really carries you through this week. Your advice for the week is the Moon in the Two of Crystals, Equanimity. You're probably going to be triggered by people this week. They're going to stir up some of your shadow land. We don't actually need to do anything. We can practice being still amongst chaos, amongst people that may not have our best and highest good in mind.